Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 favourite over-the-counter retinols. Retinol is a fantastic ingredient to have in your skincare routine because not only does it promote collagen and help to erase the first signs of aging, fine lines, wrinkles, but it can also help to even out the texture of our skin and help to tackle any hyperpigmentation. I genuinely believe there is a retinol out there for every single tone, type and skincare budget, but all of these don't require a trip to the dermatologist or a prescription to get those amazing results. So sit back, relax, and let's talk the very best of over-the-counter retinols. I have got a whole host of products to go through here, and I kind of want to break it down by the strengths and the skin types that these products are suitable for. So I'm going to cut the waffle and jump straight on in. But if you want to know a little bit more about how to incorporate retinol into your skincare routine, how to get the most out of the products you want to use, and how to offset some of the side effects, I covered all of this in like a how to use retinol video, which I'll link up there. Definitely worth checking out before you start to use any of the products I mentioned today. I've also left links to all of them below if you do want to check them out in more detail, make a purchase, read the reviews, and there's some timestamps down there. So if you want to recap on anything that I've mentioned or cut to your favourite product, be my guest and use the timestamps below. Now, I'm going to jump straight on in at number 10, and that's this product, which is the Stratia Night Shift. I love Stratia, and it's a brand which I've been using quite a lot in my skincare routine recently. I actually did a full brand review, which I'll link up there if you want to know a little bit more about the brand as a whole. But this is a vegan, cruelty-free option, which is great if you're living a plant-based lifestyle. And also, this is the weakest strength retinol of all the ones I'm mentioning today. Normally, when we say weak strength, we go, normally we want the higher strength to get those results quicker. But when it comes to vitamin A derivatives and retinols, I think actually starting at a low strength and working your way up is absolutely the right way to go. This is an encapsulated form of retinol, which makes it super gentle, and it's not going to give you that first hit as soon as you put the product on. It takes a little bit of time to break that down, that encapsulation, and release the retinol. So it's just a much more gentle and easy to use product. It's also packed full of ingredients which are going to be anti-inflammatory to calm any redness or irritation, and it's got ceramides in here which are going to boost that barrier function of the skin and retain that moisture. This is the perfect retinol for anyone starting their vitamin A journey, but it's also amazing for anyone that has sensitive skin or very dry skin that's worried about incorporating a vitamin A derivative or a retinol because they're worried that it's just going to exacerbate all of that. This could be your saviour and the best retinol product for you. It's coming in at number 10, but that by no means it's not a great product. In fact, all of these in the top 10 are ding, 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 holy grails. And I think we're off to a really strong start. Now, coming in at number 9 is this product. This is the Regenacalm Serum by Face Theory. This offers it in a 2% and a 3% concentration. It can be really difficult to work out strengths because different forms of vitamin A derivative have different strengths, and it can be difficult to work out from the percentages alone. That's why in this video, I'm going to actually categorize all of the products as low, medium, or high strength. Because this is a retinol ester, the 2% isn't the equivalent of a 2% pure form retinol, and I would say the 2% is a medium strength and the 3% is a medium to high strength. I've had some great success with this product, and it also incorporates licorice extract and vitamin C. This is a great option if you're trying to use retinol to tackle hyperpigmentation, because that vitamin C and that licorice is also just going to help to eradicate that excess pigment and give you that more even complexion quicker. Definitely not the cheapest product of all the ones on the list, but I've got a discount code which I'll leave on the screen there if you do want to use it, because again, that just takes 25% off the cost. And this is a great option for people who are looking for a medium strength retinol, but also with some added ingredients to fight that excess pigmentation. Now, in at number 8 is the number 7 advanced retinol treatment. This was a viral sensation when it launched, with supposedly a waitlist of 100,000 people. I like this product because it does combine two different forms of retinol. You've got a granactive, more gentle form, and you've got some pure form in here as well. That's going to mean you're benefiting from the additional strength of having the pure form retinol, but you're also getting some encapsulated granactive retinol, so it's not going to be a super high strength hit when you first apply the product. I'd probably say this is a medium strength retinol product, and definitely not one that I'd reach out if you have very dry or sensitive skin. But for most people, this could be a really nice step up from once you've introduced retinol into your skincare routine. Maybe you want to kick it up a notch. This is a really great product to reach for. Now, in at number 7 7 is the Beauty Pie Super Retinol. Beauty Pie actually aren't a brand I've talked much about on this channel, and this was one of the first products from them that I actually tried, and I fell in love. It's definitely on the low strength when we're talking about retinol, but it's also, like the Stratia, packed full of ceramides. Because a lot of people experience dryness, redness, and irritation when they first include a vitamin A derivative, having ceramides alongside it is such a great idea because it'll just help calm everything down, bring back that hydration, and reinforce that skin barrier function. I think this is a really great product, and this is really triggering me to want to try more Beauty Pie products. So leave me a comment below if you would like to see a full Beauty Pie brand review. I'd quite happily do that because if they're all as good as this product, I think it would be a really great skincare line to incorporate. Now, before we get into the top 5, there's number 6 is going to be the Indeed Labs Retinol Reface. Now, for those of you that have been with the channel quite some time, you guys know I started my retinol journey on this product and I loved it. It is granactive, which is something we talked about before in this video, but that just means it's a much more gentle form of retinol that's not going to give you that first hit and that real flare up of redness, sensitivity, and irritation that you can get. This is great for anyone starting their retinol journey, and also for people with sensitive skin or maybe dry skin and are worried about incorporating a vitamin A derivative. You don't get a whole lot of product for the price point, but it is a really nice drugstore brand. I love Indeed Labs. Fully cruelty free, like all the recommendations I'm making today, and they just have a really great range of products. This, I'd say, is definitely one of their best products and one that I definitely would recommend if you're looking for that starter retinol. It worked beautifully for me when I started my journey, and honestly, it's a product that I still fangirl hard over. Now, we're coming into the top 5, and this is where I think are the real standout products. All the ones I've mentioned so far have been great and definitely products I'd recommend, but I think the top 5 is where it's at if you're looking for a really amazing retinol. I'm going to start at number 5 with the ordinary Granactive Retinoid Emulsion 2%. This is definitely in the medium to high strength category when it comes to retinols. And it's not one I'd necessarily start with. I'd probably evolve my vitamin A journey to start using this product. But I get so many great benefits when I use this. It's in a beautiful milky consistency. So unlike some of the other ordinary retinols, which can be a bit greasy, difficult to incorporate, this sinks in like that and just leaves a really nice hydration behind. That's so important when you're using a medium or high strength retinol because they can be a little bit drying, and so the added hydration from this milky consistency is so good. Again, because it's granactive, it's less sensitizing than some of the equivalent strengths of pure form retinol, and you get that prolonged release, which again I just think is beneficial in terms of dialing back any sensitivity you might get. I love this product, and if you want to know a little bit more about the ordinary retinols as a collection, because I think they've got at least 10 different retinol containing products, I did a video which I'll link up there. Check that out for like a full rundown of the ordinary retinols, but for me I definitely say this is the best of the ones that are offered by the ordinary. In at number 4 is the Paula's Choice Clinical 1% Retinol. This is high strength, no doubt about it. This is super high strength. I'd say this is one of the closest to prescription strength retinols you can get over the counter. This isn't for the faint-hearted, and I would say as a product, you have to be an established retinol user before you reach for this product. The high strength means you will get some irritation, redness, and sensitivity, but after all that disappears, after say like 8 weeks, you're left with gorgeous skin. Fine lines are diminished, the texture is just so much smoother, and it is one of the most effective when it comes to hyperpigmentation. Paula's Choice have formulated this really well with some added humectants and hydrators, so it will offset some of that dryness, but because of the high strength and potency of the retinol, you will still get some dryness. I want to call this out because I think it's worth fighting through that to get to the great results at the other side, but it's something you should be aware of before you first incorporate this into your skincare routine. Definitely not for the novice and the new to retinol crowd, but one that you can definitely work up to as you're exploring higher strength retinols, and you'll get so many great benefits from. If you are a novice, the very best, I would say the absolute best of the beginner starter retinols comes in at number 3, and it's this product, the Inkey List Retinol. Kind of does what it says. It's just their retinol product. They only have one product containing retinol at the Inkey List, and honestly, it's all they need because this is such a great product. Again, it's granactive, which we've covered before, but it's so hydrating. This is going to give you minimal side effects in terms of redness, peeling, and irritation, but maximum results for the strength. Definitely in that low strength category, but I don't think we should be afraid of reaching for a low strength when we start our journey. This, I'd say, use for the first 3 months, and then you might want to graduate into a higher or medium strength strength retinol, but as a beginner, you honestly don't get better than this. It's entirely cruelty-free, it's fantastically drugstore priced, it doesn't need to break the bank, a really, really great option. I kind of wish I had this when I started my retinol journey. I probably would have used this product if I discovered it at the time, and it's one that I have used if my skin's in a particularly sensitive period, but I don't want to cut out retinol completely. I'll just start using this instead, and I still get such great benefits, but none of that redness, irritation, or sensitivity. Now we're coming into the top two, and honestly it was so difficult to split between these two brands as to who wins the overall award for the best over-the-counter retinol. I think these two brands stand out amongst all of the others is the simplicity. They make it really easy to choose between the strengths of retinol and kind of make it easy to choose to graduate to higher strengths throughout your skincare journey. Coming in at number 2 is this product, which is the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game Retinal. Retinol, vitamin A derivative, it can all get a little bit confusing, but Geek and Gorgeous break it down beautifully on their website. Just keep everything simple. I'm a total fangirl for Geek and Gorgeous, and if you've never heard of them, check out my full brand review, which I'll link up there. Definitely need a little Geek and Gorgeous in your life, and there's so many great products. They have 2 strengths of their retinal. They do a 5, which is the medium strength, and they do a 10, which is the high strength. This makes it super simple to know what to start with and what to move to, and it's a really easy way of kind of doubling up on the benefits you'll get once your skin has become accustomed to a vitamin A derivative. And I'm currently using the A-Game 10 and getting such great results. Because of the hydrating base formulation, this, of all the high strength retinols I mentioned today, is probably the least drying of all of them. So this is a fantastic option if you're worried about the dryness you can get from increasing to a high strength retinol or retinal. This is a really great option. Drugstore pricing, and just all around an absolutely fantastic set of products. And finally, we have the drumroll please for the number 1, which goes to the Medik8 Crystal Retinal collection. This kind of takes the Geek and Gorgeous ethos of 2 different strengths that you can then graduate from one to the other into the stratosphere. So they actually have 6 different strength products, but they're all named really simply, so you know you're starting at the lowest strength and you just work your way up month by month. This makes it super easy if you're looking to start at a low strength and you kind of want a tailor-made increase already built into your routine. You can buy the whole set, or you can buy them one at a time and just incorporate and gradually introduce that vitamin A derivative, which will minimize the side effects. They actually do their Crystal Retinal 20, which is the very highest I think it's possible to find without a dermatologist's visit. However, you do need to have a consultation with one of their experts before they actually do that. So the Crystal Retinal 10 is probably the one that I'd say is their most accessible high strength option, but you've got all those points before that you can just work towards and know that you're working up in the right way. I love Medik8 as a brand. I think they're fantastic, they're cruelty free, they're a great British brand, and they have so many great options. This by no means is the most affordable of the products that I'm going to mention today, because they're definitely up there in terms of the price, but you're paying for that quality, that simplicity, and that beautiful formulation. Definitely would recommend everyone check out these, and if the price point isn't too off-putting for you, it's a really great brand to get started on your retinol journey. So there you have it guys, my ultimate guide to the best over-the-counter vitamin A derivatives. Whichever of these products you choose, you will get so many great results, and honestly all of them are worth the splurge. A lot of people might be calling out that tretinoin, which is a prescription strength vitamin A derivative, is like the gold standard when it comes to anti-aging. That's absolutely the case, and if you can afford a trip to the dermatologist or you want to go and seek a prescription for it, you can get really great results. But we need to be mindful that not everybody has access to a dermatologist, has the means or the funds to access that, or necessarily wants to go to the time, effort and expense of reaching out for that. So hopefully this bridges the gap and there's some great, amazing outcomes derived products that you can reach for to get some really great results for your own skincare routine. Wherever you are in the world guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.